Robin Pingeton seniors used to playing in the NCAA tournament. After 3 straight appearances, they've had to settle for their first losing season, but still a special group honored on Senior Day and the Pink Out game. An emotional but a happy Senior Day. Jordan Chavis, Hannah Schutz, Jordan Roundtree, and Amber Smith, the 4 Mizzou seniors. First basket of the game goes to a senior as Chavis knocks down the jumper. Then it's another senior connection, Smith, off the Schutz in the corner right here, and she drains the 3-ball. Amber Smith has been one of Mizzou's best players the last few years. Here's Smith inside for 2. She had 11 points, but the talented freshman stole the show. Asia Blackwell with the hesitation and the lay-in. She had 20 points. Coach Pingeton has to be happy about the future. Another freshman, Haley Frank, with the nice fake, and she swishes home the 3. Frank had a game-high 22 points. Get this, she made 7 out of 8 field goals in all 3 of her 3-pointers. Mizzou wins 82-67, first time all year that the Tigers have won 2 straight as they move to 8-19. The Mizzou men had their 2-game winning streak snapped in yesterday's 10-point loss to Arkansas. The Tigers are now just 1-9 on the road, 13-14 overall, and 5-9 in the SEC. A much easier road game Wednesday night at Vanderbilt, who has just 1 conference win. By the way, former Hickman High School star Jimmy Witt scored 14 for the Hogs. Mizzou must play great down the stretch if the Tigers want to make the NIT. The Mizzou baseball team beats Texas A&M Corpus Christi 8-4 behind a balanced offensive performance. The same 2 teams play tomorrow afternoon at 3. Former Rockbridge Bruins Spencer Miles threw 4 scoreless innings in today's win as the Tigers move to 4-2. The 18th ranked Mizzou softball team falling 3-1 against Seattle U today. The Tigers now 12-5 on the season. They'll be back in Columbia next weekend for the home opener and the Mizzou tournament. The Tigers host Wichita State and Nebraska on Saturday and Sunday. The last time St. Louis hosted a pro football game, December 13th, 2015. No, it's not the NFL, but the XFL as the 1-1 St. Louis Battlehawks hosting the New York Guardians in the home opener. Nearly 30,000 fans and some nice outfits in St. Louis. That's a sellout. In case you haven't seen the new XFL kickoff rules, the return team stands at the 30-yard line, the defense at the 35, and they can't move until the returner gets the ball. And how about some trickery for the Battlehawks? As Joe Powell's off to the races down the sideline, and Powell's headed to the house for an 84-yard touchdown and a 12-3 Battlehawks lead. Only thing missing in the home opener were touchdowns by the former Mizzou receivers on the team. But how about some more trickery? On the 2-point play from the 5-yard line, Alonzo Russell on the receiving end in front of a loud crowd. The Battlehawks win the home opener 29-9. They're now 2-1 on the season. Craig Berube and the defending champion Blues playing at Minnesota just announced tonight St. Louis will play the Wild at Target Center in next year's Winter Classic. All Blues tonight, Jordan Kyrou opens the scoring with this rebound. Later in the first period, Braden Shen goes glove side right here to make it 2-0 St. Louis. The Blues win their 4th straight 4-1. Some beautiful weather for the opening weekend of spring training baseball. Cardinals playing the Mets. First batter of the game, and Harrison Bader drive the ball deep to left. Tim Tebow going back, but it's over his head for the solo homer. Cards were down 3-1 in the 8th, but Edmundo Sosa ties the game with a 2-run shot. You know it's spring training when the game ends in a 3-3 tie. Former Jefferson City High grad OG Anunoby and the defending champion Raptors taking on the Pacers. Some good Toronto passing sets up a reverse dunk for OG. Nicely done. OG keeps coming up with athletic plays. All Toronto tonight, more good ball movement, and it ends with another OG slam. 7 points and 4 rebounds for OG as the Raptors win big. Finishing with the state wrestling recap from this weekend. As usual, a big crowd gathering at Mizzou Arena. A good showing for Fulton at 120 pounds. Jackson Caswell actually trailing in his match, but he comes up with a clutch pin. The senior with his first state title. And how about Owen Olds at 113 pounds? The Fulton sophomore winning his 2nd straight state championship as the Hornets finish 8th as a team in Class 2.
so awesome. It's just a high that you'll never experience unless you do it. It's amazing.
It's crazy. It's amazing. I've worked 4 years for this to come out my senior year as a state title, state champ now. It means a lot.
Like Fulton, Tolton had 2 state champions as the Trailblazers finished 15th in Class 1 at 145 pounds. Teague Travis wins by decision. He's won 3 straight state titles, and teammate Brant Whitaker wins a tight match at 160 pounds for back-to-back state championships and a 32-0 season.
Winning state, you know, it feels like the end-all be-all to a season. It kind of is, and it's a great way to go out on high school season.
It's special. I put a lot of time in and work pretty hard for stuff like this to happen.
More Class 1 wrestling. Centralia actually didn't have any state champions, but behind a pair of second-place finishes and 5 medalists, the Panthers finished second as a team. That's the best ever finish for Centralia wrestling.
It's a tremendous thing for our program. We've worked really hard for this. This is the highest we've ever placed as a team, and our kids are excited about that.
Other notable moments at state. How about Osage's Chase Cordia? He wins the first wrestling state title in school history. The Indians were 6th as a team. Fatima's Lucas Laux wins state, finishing the year at 48-2. Rolla's Nathan Pulliam, also a state champion, and Eldon's Caden Dillon seals a thrilling 5-2 decision win with this takedown. It's Dillon's first state title.
Sounds crazy. It's been a dream of mine since I was like 10, and finally came true 8 years later. It's a really big accomplishment.
And I tell you what, those high school wrestlers are really passionate. Over there at Mizzou Arena, the crowd was loud. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, what a busy weekend. I don't know if you heard, but we have some rain, maybe some snow in the forecast the rest of the week.
Not good.
We definitely do.